And here we go. Hello, everybody. It's the Bat Fan. I'm back with week 2 reaction. A little college football, just a little bit, not that much, and my overreaction Monday. So let's get it started. This weekend, I caught my first L's in betting on college football. Florida State and Colorado did not cover, even with the buy down to 17 and a half. Uh, what you gonna do? I went 21 in a row, lost two. Uh, didn't lose much. It's fine. Uh, Now conference plays really start, and Florida State goes to Clemson. Colorado goes to Oregon. Those are going to be some good games I'm looking forward to. I might actually ask the old lady if we could go to Indiana on Friday for the pregame show for the Pat McAfee show. That'd be like pretty awesome. We live in PA, and that'd be cool going to Notre Dame, South Bend. I'm not a Notre Dame fan, but I am Irish, and it could be an experience. I'm off the weekend, right? Let's get it on. Uh, and then Colorado, like I said, Colorado plays Oklahoma. Florida State plays Clemson. Big games for both programs. You're gonna really see if Colorado's for real. Even though they beat TCU, is this Colorado team for real? They are out there, star on defense and offense. Travis Hunter. What I gotta say about the Florida State game is it seemed like in the second half, after they scored that fast touchdown, they basically packed it and it was like, we won. So they didn't push, and then when they had to get back on track, they did to make that stop, to get the win. But it did definitely look like I watched the game, big Florida State fan. When it just seemed all game they were just going through the motions because they probably were looking past Boston College to Clemson because that's the big game for them. Their really first big game other than the LSU game. Beat Clemson, be the number one in the ACC. We'll see how that works out. I'll go over that prediction. Obviously, Friday, like all my Friday shows, I go through my predictions for the weekend. And if I can get on Saturday and Sunday, I will. Now, to the men's league. Let's talk about the NFL. I'll go through the slate real quick. The Bucks, they're 2-0. They beat two bad teams. I'm not super excited. Baker Mayfield is looking good. Maybe being humbled by being benched and then on his third team in 1 year. Maybe he is working harder. He's gonna want that big contract showing that he's a starter. He's looked good. Mike Evans. Hey, Buccaneers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Sign Mike Evans to a 3-year contract so he can retire as a Buck. Thank you. Keep telling you. I'm going to keep saying this. He deserves it. He has paid his dues. He has stayed humble. He has never been a distraction or anything. Look, the guy still got it. He did get hawked on that long pass, but I think he just didn't think anybody was behind him, and he still had those super jets that he used to have, but you don't. Still to be able to get that long pass, you have to have wheels. Let's re-sign him. The Bucks defense against bad offenses, well, it looks really good. Getting turned. This is a Todd Bowles defense. They blitz, they get turnovers, they sack the quarterback. I still don't believe in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers corners, so we have to blitz because they can't cover anybody downfield. I don't care. You could give me any stat you want. I watch the games. They're never in the right position. They suck. Dean sucks. Davis was out. And Davis is supposed to be our best corner. Dean is supposed to be one of our best corners. Dean got burnt like 4 times yesterday. He sucks. Winfield is a very good safety and cleans up after our corners, but how long is that going to last? A good team is going to take advantage of how bad our corner play is, even with Winfield being all over the place and, stopping the really big plays because he's a very good safety. The Bills dominated the Raiders. I called this game. I said it. I knew the Chiefs were going to go back on track against the Jags. the Chiefs couldn't go 0-2. They were definitely going to win that game. So if you listen to my picks, you knew. Titans beat the Chargers. Kellen Moore, well, I'm going to get it all over with. Kellen Moore, you fucking suck as an offensive coordinator. You couldn't do it with Dallas. You can't do it with the Chargers. The Chargers should not be 0-2. They should have won, if not one of these games, both of these games. When you watch the game, there's calls. Now, I don't know if Herbert can call out of the calls. I don't know how their whole demeanor is over there. But, I mean, third and one, and you're passing it. Quarterback gets sacked. Now you're on 4th and 6. That happened like 2-3 times during the game. And it's like, just run the ball. Running backs get paid too in the NFL. Just want to let you know, Kellen Moore. Run the ball. You don't have to throw the ball 1,000 times. We understand they have weapons, but you should run the ball on 3rd and 1. Or at least run it one time. I don't even think teams play them for the run on 3rd and 1 anymore because they know they're going to take a shot 3rd and 1. Every time I watch the Chargers and I see a 3rd and 1, I'm like, well, here comes a play action pass for a shot. Now, if it works, you're a great coach, but it hasn't been working for you. So, run that damn ball. And Kellen Moore, you fucking suck. All right. The Falcons beat the Packers. That was a good game. I still don't believe in the Falcons. I give Jordan Love a little bye on this game. It was his first road game in Atlanta as a starter, and he handled himself pretty well. Couple of key drop passes by his wide receivers. Could have been a different story, but like Bill Parcells said, if a drop pass causes us to lose a game, we shouldn't have won the game anyway. So you shouldn't have had yourself in a stake. There was chances for them to put that game out of reach, and they're just mishaps. I mean, he's a first year. He's not a rookie. He's a first year starter, and it's understandable. All right, he's not committing turnovers. He's holding on to the ball. He actually ran this game, which was nice to see. Yeah, I have a supersized mug. Look how big. It's as big as my head. That's how much coffee I need, people. Seahawks beat the Lions. So I'm going to go with the upsets that I picked this week. I picked the Ravens to beat the Bengals. You guys all know if you watch the show. Hit. I picked the Seahawks to beat the Lions. Hit. And I picked the Colts to beat the Texans. Hit. So if you did that in the 3-game parlay, that was like plus 2,100. You would have been living a little nice this weekend. I hope you did. I hope people listen to me and hit that. Make that money. Seahawks. I knew the Seahawks were going to win. It's a very good coach team. Good running game. They weren't going to go 0-2, especially in the division that they're in. Starting 0-2 in that division's horrible. The Colts, I just thought they just had a better team around their rookie, which he got hurt. You know, Anthony Richardson got hurt. Concussion protocol stinks. He was looking really good. I mean, not even we know he's gonna look good running the ball, but passing the ball, he's got quick decision, quick release. He's got semi-weapons on offense. Michael Pittman Jr., I don't know if he's a number 1, but he can get the job done for you. Moss, the running back, he was looking good for them. His problem when he was in Buffalo, he likes to put the ball on the turf. He didn't do it yesterday, so and he's quick. He's very good for that one-pass option because he catches the ball out the backfield, and he's very quick. They have pieces. And then if Moss is doing his thing like that, Jonathan Taylor, they're probably not going to give you your paycheck, bro. But I look for them to make moves in that division because I'm not a true believer in the Jaguars right now. I'm not. Their defense is suspect. The Colts can make a push. Even if they don't make the playoffs, they can look good enough to where you believe next year they can. And they, like I said, they have a good defense and they have a good offensive line. I'm not looking at them last year. I'm looking at the collective of the last 2 years. Last year and the year before, they had a good little core group. Even though all their cornerbacks are gone, their front seven's basically the same. Their offensive line's basically the same. Now they just got a good quarterback. And Anthony Richardson, put your money on it now. Rookie of the year. I think it's like a plus 700. So $100 wins you 700. You put up 10,000. That's 700,000. Can't beat it. I don't have that much money, so I'm not doing that. But I do have $100 on it. So when it hits, yeah, get it. Giants barely beat the Cardinals. I mean, the first half, the Giants looked like they were punch drunk from that Cowboy game. But when that second half started, they started playing better defense. Their offense started moving. They started getting confidence, like, oh, we could do this. And they pulled it out. It was a good game. It wasn't supposed to be a good game, but I also called that for a victory for the Giants. Pow, pow. Actually, I got a lot of my games right this week, so Cowboys beat the Jets. The game was a lot closer than the score. Obviously, in the second half, it started to become a blowout. But I didn't hate what I saw from Zach Wilson. He was underneath the stress a lot. They need to run the ball more. I don't understand. They get away from the run very quick on the Jets. You have two great running backs on your team. You need to run that ball. Run that rock. Jets, are they dead? I don't know. We'll see. I picked the Denver Broncos to win this game. They lost. Commanders won. Russ had good numbers. He had the interception and the fumble. Yeah, I don't know if he's holding on to the ball. So I'm gonna have to rewatch that game. I saw the highlights, so I'm not gonna go too deep in that until maybe next week or sometime during this week when I talk about who's in trouble. I'm gonna do a section on that probably tomorrow, like who's on the hot seat, who's not. The 49ers beat the Rams. All you people that jumped on that Ram hype train from week one, I just want to let you know, the Rams suck. They're not making the playoffs. The 49ers beat them. It could have been a lot worse. It seemed like the 49ers were taking the gas off a couple of times. The Rams will come back and score. 49ers, and every time they needed to score, they scored. Their defense didn't look so great, but whatever. Tonight's games are the Saints and the Panthers, and the Browns and the Steelers. I'm going to give you my picks. I don't like Derek Carr. I don't think he's he's not going to win you a Super Bowl type of quarterback. The Panthers, they're young. They were supposed to have this great defense. I don't see it. I see the Saints covering the -3. I know it's a division game and they're on the road, but the Panthers suck. So it might be a blowout. It might be a snooze fest. That's why I'm so happy there's 2 games on tonight, because then we have the Browns and the Steelers. I'm taking the Steelers, the money line. After the ass whipping the Steelers got last week, the Steelers are going to come back and put a hurt in on the Browns. I believe that so much that I started Russell Wilson over Watson in my fantasy. Which Russell Wilson got me like 30 points. Thank you. But I was like, Watson can have like 9 points. This could be a very low scoring game. The Steelers defense, they were on the field a lot last week, so I'm not really blaming them for the loss. Their offense did shit. Canada, I live in Pennsylvania. I know all the Steeler fans want that man fired. I know Mike Tomlin is an awesome dude, very loyal, but people in Pennsylvania are calling for Canada's head. They're going to have to put some points. They're going to have to win tonight. They have to win tonight, or there's going to be an issue, and it's going to get loud. I mean loud in Pennsylvania about Canada. That's why I'm taking the Steelers straight up, because Mike Tomlin's loyal, He's going to get those boys ready to play. That defense is not going to let someone put up 27 points on them tonight. The offense just needs to move the ball, which they can. And it's going to be a good game. I always like the AFC North. When they play each other, the games are always good. They're very violent. They're kind of like throwback football. We always miss that. We miss that. It's nice to see a lot of points scored, but I like watching someone get their head knocked off. I know. Oh my God. I'm a dinosaur. But that's football, baby. All right. This is my show for the week. Well, for Monday. I'll be back tomorrow. You guys have a good one. Remember, I'm taking the Saints -3. I'm taking the Steelers money line, baby. Put that parlay together. Have a good night. Hope you win all the money. Bat Fan out.